Hello, welcome back to episode 3 of the SmokeHoes Garage. I'm currently joined by Luke, currently going under the name of Huel because of his new Huel protein shake range that he's just started. Now in this episode, we're going to be getting back to the golf anniversary. A lot of work's been done over the last 4 weeks. We didn't manage to bring that into the last episode because we didn't have enough done, but now we're up to scratch, things are looking good.
We've also had James in with his Dodge Hellcat SRT. So we've taken that out for a little bit of road shooting.
Simon was working for a long time, was a women's lingerie designer. So it took him a while to have the time to spend time on cars.
We're also going to be buying a Honda. Actually, I'm going to be buying a Honda, so let us know what you think we should buy, because in the coming months now we're going to build it and once again test it against, I'd imagine, the Golf at the Ring next year. So I hope you enjoy the episode. Here's episode 3 of the SmokeHoes Garage League. Yeah. Suck it down with milk.
So it's been a busy couple of weeks. We had to get all the subframes shot blasted to prepare them for powder coat. Got them all back. We use powder coat because obviously that's a much better finish than rattle canning them or spraying them. It's much more weather resistant from chipping, stops corrosion, all that sort of thing. Obviously then we had to order a load of parts, which you did for me. You were my parts guy.
Yep.
I think we spent £2,000 on just
Random parts. What did we get?
We got rear brakes, there was new fuel lines, brake lines, brake hoses, clips, bolts, which all came in ready for the reconstruction. So we've obviously stripped the underside of the car, we've taken the motor out, the gearbox out, all the subframes off, all the brake lines, all the grommets, all the bolts, everything. We've obviously then completely taken the undersurface of the car off back down to bare metal, ready for primer and then Raptor. I think we took off nearly 60 kilograms of the under seal that they put on a car standard when it comes from the factory, which is a lot of weight. Obviously the Raptor is a lot lighter. There's a lot less material you need to put on, and the finish is really nice. And again, this is, the way we're looking to do things. The finish is a big part of what we're trying to achieve. It's going Tornado Red, I think, is the colour of the anniversary, I think, which is to match the top side of the car. So we managed to have a 3-4 hour stint on Saturday where we just put the front subframe back together, put the shock absorbers on, the KW adjustable coilovers. We got the Tarox 6-pop brakes on and discs.
The shocks, I haven't actually asked you about those yet, but what's different about these from your standard?
A lot of people, I think, now that will look at the VW scene, a lot of them air their cars out now, but obviously we're looking to hit curbs at 100 plus mile an hour at the Nürburgring and track days, etc., stuff like that. And an air ride setup isn't really something that would be good. It'd probably be okay, but it wouldn't be good enough for what we're looking for. So we've got a coilover on that, which is just a better way to go. So Saturday we obviously pressed in the bearings into the hubs, pressed all the bushings in to the swing arms and the subframes, and then once that's done, I mean that's really the most probably time-consuming thing, and you really need a press to get that job done correctly. So we did that, and then we just reassembled. So we've got the roll bars fitted, the drop links fitted, track rod ends fitted, all the bushes are fitted like I already said, and then the shock absorbers have also been done. The plan next is to build the rear subframe. We're currently having a table constructed. Once that table is done, the plan, what I want to be able to do along with Restore 44 is basically have the entire underside of the car, all the subframes, suspension, motor, gearbox sat on those subframes, positioned on that table, where we will just be able to roll that table underneath the car and drop the entire car back down onto the subframe and bolt it back up. Now that's not something you need to do when constructing a car, but you know we want to do something a bit different, and I think that is very different.
How will that look?
Oh, aesthetically, it's just going to look, you know, amazing. So we'll have a rolling table like the one we have here now, which will probably be twice the length, which we're going to have jacks on that we'll allow to reposition on the table, etc. We can
Lift
offer
it all in one go.
Yeah, lift it all in one go, which would be great.
Did we do anything else Saturday? We haven't, have we?
No, we haven't done anything else Saturday. Obviously, over the last 2 weeks, we've been taking the mounts for the roll cage out of the old Mark IV. We had to cut those out and then refit them for the cage in here. So the cage is currently in. There's a little bit more welding to do, which we'll finish now throughout before the next episode, before episode 4. So yeah, good.
Stupid question. What's the cage for?
The cage for is we roll over. We don't, you know, mess our hair up when we roll on the roof.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay.
Ain't that the truth? So, so the golf, right underway now, guys. What have you been up to, Greg?
So this week I was set the challenge by Lance to create a bit of music that was generated only from sounds in the garage. So as I went around, I knocked stuff, I banged stuff, and I made music out of the stuff. I saw Simon sweeping the table and I thought, aha, and that's how it started and that's where it ended, and everything in between happened in the past, but time isn't linear.
On to the Dodge. So I'm James, and I'm the one that actually knows how to build stuff. This is my Dodge SRT Hellcat. I bought this car because I just don't want to be like everyone else, you know? It's like I tell my therapist all the time, you know, I just don't want to be like everyone else. My brother Simon was like, oh, man, get chinos, buy a BM. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that, man. I ain't doing that. And like Lance was like, oh, I got an M4. I got chinos. I was like, nah, I'm just not into that either. I just wanted to be my own person, you know?
Everyone keeps going on about, is this going to be faster than Simon's GT2? Let me point out a few things to you straight off the bat. This cost me here £90,000. A GT2 costs, does anyone know the answer to that? 260. When we ask Big Plumes Turbo Side what a GT2 RS costs?
385,000.
Right, so for that, for mathematics, Luke, how many of these could I have bought for that? 4 of them. I could have bought 4 of them, one for each of my kids, bar one.
To be honest, I needed to, have a car that, had that statement that didn't say, look, I play golf. And so I bought the SRT off this guy called Charles from 51 State Autos. Shout out. A couple of weeks later, here it is. Don't have a BMW. It's probably the coolest car I've ever had. It's faster than Simon's Porsche, like without a shadow of a doubt. Even if Simon had one of these, this one would still be faster than Simon's because Simon would be driving it.
But I think in a straight line, everyone wants to know which car is going to be faster. And let me tell you some things I got up against me with this car, right? Doesn't have the best tyre on there. Doesn't. It's not the best tyre. It's a good tyre.
These excuses ready for the...
Yeah, it doesn't have the best. It does spin like crazy. Definitely on a dry track, this car in a straight line will beat Simon's Porsche GT2.
740 horsepower, this many foot-pounds of torque, and it does burnouts, and that's kind of why I want it. And like, to be fair, joking aside, it is a really cool car, and it does everything. Like, when I was thinking,
to myself, what do I need this car to do? Because it's kind of my daily driver. I was like, most people, they think, yeah, you know, fuel economy. Do the kids fit in it? Can I wear chinos in it? Right, Simon? And I was like, I thought those things as well, but then really, what's really important? Is it shiny shoes with ankle socks? Or is it, or is it, does my car wheelie and how long does it wheelie for? I mean, I think that's the serious question that everyone, you know, that's the box everyone wants to tick.
Which car one would you rather have? Which one would you drive around in?
Straight line.
No, which one would you rather drive?
GT2.
You would?
Yeah, I would.
No, nothing. No, nothing. Get out. What about you, Luke?
I think it's the Dodge.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, so it's one for one. It's one for one. It's one for one, right?
Well, we've got one guy left.
Amazing cars.
Got one like at the left. Greg, what do you think would win?
What's the question? Oh.
And this card, in the right environment, will do a wheelie, and for a long time. So that's why I have it. And the other thing is, a lot of people don't. I built that with my bare hands in the shed. It took me about 3 days.
So next episode is in 2 weeks' time, so look out for that. Subscribe and hit the bell to see future content from our bunch of... Is he gonna go? Is this gonna end it well? And he's gone. See you in a few weeks.